Week 3 is in the books. And I would say usually, what an interesting week. But not very interesting. We didn't see very many tight matchups. Not very many scores separated by more than, I think, 8 or 9 points was the biggest margin in between games. And then we also have, probably if there's one interesting thing, the most interesting thing is that we have only one undefeated squad left, and they come from the frosty Midwest. How about that? But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go into the scoreboard from last week. So starting off, as always, the Golden Goats just dominating with the highest score of the week, 145 points. Taking down Greb and his Vengeance. Both Greb and his Vengeance at 97 points. My highest scores, Justin Herbert with 30 points. Cooper Kupp, 26. Number 1 receiver in the league. Gotta love that pickup. And Alvin Kamara finally giving me some big points with 19. And Greb's highest score was Jalen Hurts with his quarterback as well, with Saquon Barkley and Gibson rounding out his scores. Team Shaw, Kashyyyk Bowcasters. Team Shaw, 77 points. Kashyyyk Bowcasters, 85. Now, Team Shaw, again, I give you the highest praise. Regardless of your 0-2 start, give you the highest praise possible. And this was not a good week. This was not a great week for you. We can, I still think you have a shot. I still hold strong that you have one of the better rosters in here, so let's see if you do end up picking it up. Maybe a trade is in your future. I don't know. Maybe that'll happen and kind of boost you up. We'll see. But Team Shaw, 77, and Kashyyyk Bowcasters, 85. Shaw with Burrow, Claypool, and Sanders as his lead scorers. And then we have Madison, Kyler Murray, who's just, man, having an MVP year so far. And Adam Thielen, always up on the board for Kashyyyk Bowcasters' top scores. 85 to win, boys. Like, anything can happen in this league, even with the extra half point for reception. 85 points can win you a week. That is crazy. Green Bay Puppersers, our only undefeated team, handily taking out Trenton Trout. I don't know what happened to the Trout. Working too hard swimming upstream. That's salmon, but who cares? 135 to 63. That was a rough game. Rough game for the Trout. Puppersers with Tom Brady with 28 points. Devontae Adams, huge game, 25 points. And Austin Eckler with nearly 20. And then the Trout with Patty Mahomes with 22. But after that, Thomas with 10. Taylor with 7. Rough game. The Goat Tamers, the replacements, doing me a favor, taking the Goat Tamers down a peg. 103 to 121 in the replacements' favor. The Goat Tamers had Matt Stafford with a killer game at 29 points, Jordan Jefferson at 22 points, and then Aaron Jones at 16 points. Those are the usual suspects for the Goat Tamers. If one of those guys goes down, it's all over for the Tamers. The replacements, finally a big week. I knew this was coming. The first 2 weeks were brutal. First 2 weeks were brutal for Dave. And he comes back strong with a 121, damn near 122-point game. Tannehill with 21 points, Metcalf with 19, and Cleveland D with 18. Just an all-around solid performance from everybody. He even he got rid of Kelce. So got rid of Travis Kelce, the number 1 tight end in the history of fantasy football. And then he wins his first game. So maybe that paid off. Kashyyyk let the Wookiee win, 127, beating Florida, Chubby Baker at 95. Let the Wookiee win. Mike Williams, 29 points. We got Robinson at 22. Aaron Rodgers at 18. Usually you don't see Aaron Rodgers as the 3rd highest scorer, but he was this week. Lamar Jackson for Chubby Baker with 19. Moore for 16. And Myers for 13. Just a rough week for the man up in Cleveland. Ocho Kylo down to the sticky dildo, 109-124. Josh Allen, 37 points. How do you have 37 points from a quarterback and lose? God, that's a rough week. Derrick Henry, 17 points. and in Arizona's defense, 15. If you would have told me that Allen would have had 30 points and the Arizona defense would have gave Kylo 15 points, I would have said Kylo was going to win by 20. But no, he damn near lost by 20. Sticky dildo with Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke only needed 5 points. Wasted points, I say. Only needed 5 points on Monday. He turns around and gives us 25 points. Wasted points, man. You left him on Monday night. So, I don't know. We'll see. We got Najee Harris at 21 and then Chase at 20. Those, gentlemen, were your Week 3 scores that give us these standings. Sony Division, let the Wookiee win at 2-1. Sticky Dildo at 2-1. Nice little comeback for Peel. And Florida Chubby Baker at 1-2. Still anything can happen in that league. Kashyyyk Bowcasters leads the Microsoft Division. With Ocho Kylo, that's 2-1 for the Bowcasters. We got Ocho Kylo 1-2, and then Team Shaw struggling at 0-3. The Nintendo Division, our sole undefeated team at 3-0. Green Bay Puppersers. Trenton Trout at 2-1 after a rough week, still holding strong, and then Greb's Vengeance at 1-2, just holding on by a proverbial thread. And then the PC Master Race Division, your Golden Goats at 2-1, Goat Tamers 1-2, and the replacements at 1-2. I like that extra game buffer. I need to add more buffer, more margin. Keep it going, Goats. And look at this, at 2-1, 88% chance to make the playoffs. Gentlemen, that's the highest percentage. Green Bay Puppersers is undefeated, and they have 87. I'm just saying ESPN game respects game. Going to the usual points, we got points for. The points leaders are the Green Bay Puppersers, the Golden Goats, and the Kashyyyk Bowcasters. And then let's look at points again. Points against is always nice. Always kind of fun to look at, just to kind of see who's like getting scored on the most. And again, Team Shaw, 3 weeks running. Highest points against. Just majorly unlucky for the first 2 weeks. Week 3 was rough for you, buddy. Let's just call it what it is. And Bowcasters and Greb's Vengeance. Next week, Golden Goats, Trenton Trout, 2-1 Dynamos. You need to come correct. No more of those 60-point games, Trenton, or it's going to be smooth sailing for your boy. Let's go to the. Let's look at these projected stats. 118 to 105. Look, anything can happen. I could score 80. Who knows? I doubt it, but who knows? I got good matchups. I like what I have. Green Bay Puppersers projecting 105 to Greb's 106. Looking like a tight little game. Team Shaw and Ocho Kylo. Can Shaw pull the upset? Right now, he is projecting at 90 points versus Kylo's 107. Not a strong projection, if I say so myself. Kashyyyk let the Wookiee win, projecting 102 to the Goat Tamers 103. Kashyyyk trying to stay on top of that division. We will see how he does going into it. Dave and the replacements versus Chubby Baker, 105 to 106. We got some strong projections there. That could be a tight game. My personal game of the week, Sticky Dildo, Kashyyyk Bowcasters, Peel versus Riccio. What is going to happen here? We have Sticky Dildo projecting at 102, Kashyyyk Bowcasters at almost 110. This is going to be a good one. It's going to go down to the matchups, boys. It's 2 powerhouses right there. 2 powerhouses. Someone's going to be 2-2. 2 good teams. One good team's going to be 2-2. One good team's going to be 3-1. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. And gentlemen, that is the outlook for the upcoming week 4. Good week 3. Again, like usually, I like to see some tighter matches to keep things interesting. But hey, sometimes some weeks are just going to be in the favor of the victors. And I guess that's going to be it, boys. You take care. Have a good one. And much love and respect. Peace out. Have a good one. Bye-bye.